I am going to just do some farming. I'm going to farm some Umbra pieces, and I think maybe one other. And yeah, we're just going to see if we can get some good pieces and put something together. But first I need to get the stream set up. Hopefully we can get this done relatively quick. Oops, that's not the right one. Nope. Okay. This I can't remember this. Nope. Let's see this. Nope. That's so many. Give me 1 second while I quickly fix this up. Alright, so alright. I want to fix that problem right now. There we go. That's better. Alright. This. Now, I just need to do one more thing. Where is it? Right here. Oh, let me just go back there real quick and fix this problem. Okay. See if I can get this going. Organize this better. There we go. And I think that it should be.
that one go?
Okay, I think I got it. Alright. Just need to make sure that I have space. I could put a couple of unnecessary pieces away too while I'm at it.
Come over here,
Yeah, I can put a couple pieces away. Okay. Let's see. We don't need that, that or that, that. There. Just want to have a lot of room so I can pick a lot of stuff up. I gotta remember to switch over to the. Gotta remember to switch over to that farming for that gear set. There's one person, there's two people already.
Another agent has joined your group.
Nice. Hey, what's up? Let's see if we can get a full party here. Hopefully. There's 3, 4,
Another agent is now
5,
in your group.
5 altogether. I'm counting myself. I forgot. But there's 4 people that just came in. There's 5.
Another agent has joined your group. Another agent is now in your group.
8. He hasn't came in yet. He's still red.
Another agent has joined your group.
There you go. Now he's in. We're good. We're good. Okay. I personally like this way.
Communication relay offline.
I forgot how nasty this is. Especially if you let the things build up. It also means the hunters are going to go after me more than anybody else.
The True Sons have triggered a lockdown of the plant. They've been taking over infrastructure to lend legitimacy to their cause. If they control the power, they control this region. We need to remove the safeguards and restart the reactor.
Reactor unstable. Emergency lockdown protocols activated. 15 minutes lockdown.
Please proceed to your nearest exit. Lockdown safety protocols initiated.
System curtailed. System restored. Serious trauma detected. Shade tech detected. Rogue sniper turret detected. Hostile sniper turret detected. Rogue incinerator turret detected. Hostile incinerator turret detected. Rogue striker drone detected. Hostile striker drone detected. Rogue assault turret detected. Hostile assault turret detected. High-risk target detected. Area secure.
You're in. We need to locate the target.
Lockdown. Evacuate the facility.
Proceed to your nearest exit.
Hostile detected. Airburst seeker mine detected. Hostile airburst seeker mine detected. Target neutralized. High risk target detected. Immediate medical assistance needed. Area secure.
Agent, you should be able to access the reactor.
You too, buddy.
Now that you're in, we needed to...
Evacuate the facility. 5 minutes to lockdown.
Proceed immediately to your nearest exit. Full lockdown imminent. Warning. Reactor unstable. Initiating lockdown procedure.
Nice. Almost done. I need you to destroy whatever the hell that thing is called. You'll need to run the sequence twice. Good work decrypting the protocol. You need to remove those controls to get the reactor back online.
High-risk target approaching.
Great work, Agent. Now you just need to restart the reactor to keep any hostiles from knocking it offline or killing you. No pressure. work, Agent. The power plant is stable. Now get the hell out of there. Shoot off a flare when you're ready for Torres to bring you home.
Heavily armed hostiles detected. Vital signs critical. Agent out of action.
Helo is ready when you are. Shoot a flare to signal Torres.
System malfunctioning. System back online.
Agent down.
Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender drone detected. An agent is no longer in your group.
Torres inbound on your location. Hold tight. She'll get you home.
System curtailed. System reactivated.
Torres is in position.
Immediate medical assistance needed. An agent needs assistance. Safe area entered. Agent in need of backup.
Here you go. Best deer in the city.
Civilians in distress. Civilians in danger. Civilians in distress. Serious trauma detected. Agent killed. assistance needed. System restored. Hostile control point identified.
Drones in the air! Someone's chasing me!
I'll show you in 1 second. It's oh. Where'd you go, you little bitch? Got 2 fronts attacking at the same time.
I know who you are!
I just can't open up my thing. Kill these guys real quick. The guys behind me are attacking again.
Civilians in danger.
Oh, there's a thing right there. You know it's a memento for sure.
Hostage is critical.
Okay, got it. I'll back you up.
Got him. So much shit going on right now. Okay. Gotta take care of these idiots now.
Detected. Hostile supply convoy. Heavily armed.
Oh yeah. Whoa. Oh shit. There's even more enemies coming. This is like a friggin' battalion of them. There's a convoy coming in at the same time.
Hostage is dead.
Yeah, whatever, I don't care if he's dead. Stay back.
Hostile convoy point detected.
Out of ammo!
Where? more.
Don't want to miss it.
Okay, where are they going?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Woo! We got like hordes of enemies. Hordes of enemies. They get too close. Alright, time to retreat.
Hell! Piece of crap! Look at that! I'm gonna find you! And kill you! They're long gone. Holy hell!
Hostile control point is nearby.
I can stop you!
My turn to flank. Oh,
Incoming hostiles detected.
shit. Okay, one hostages are saved. Now we gotta deal with the freaking convoy, and then we gotta deal with the control point.
We're gonna go around them!
Come on. Stick your fucking head up. Yeah, maybe this will help you. Got him. There.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Elite convoy is gone. Now, the way I run my striker is quite like this. I have my contractor's gloves on. I got my memento stacks. I got my king breaker. And I've got the special attachment on there to activate perfect flatline. I've got the chest piece on for striker to give me 100 stacks, and I've got the rock and roll to get me to 100 stacks really quick. And then this just amplifies my damage like crazy. The memento backpack. Now I have ran it the other way too, but I find this is my favorite way. Now, I got these guys to deal with. Let me just go get this over here real quick. I'm gonna go pick this up. So I just did a hostage thing and an elite convoy thing at the same time, plus I was fighting these guys at one point, all at the same time. Oh, give me 1 second, so I don't get these guys' attentions. Repair skills. I got repair skills on a couple pieces. I do have another striker setup that I have repair skills on. That's why I'm running 2 heals, so I can constantly keep myself healed. I'm actually going to switch these out and put on, because I just realized that I didn't put anything on there. Oh, I got 100 again. I have to delete some of this stuff. Alright, so normally I put on my mix. I do a little mixture usually. I put a lot of stuff away, so I lost a lot of my things, or, well, I didn't lose them, they're just in my inventory. Like, or my stash, sorry. But this is usually how I rock it. I usually put a bunch. Usually every one of my pieces of striker has repair skills on it, 20%. And then I start stacking incoming as well. Because repair skills, they help out your friends, but they also help you out as well, and incoming is just for you. However, what they don't tell you, and a lot of people don't tell you, is when you stack repair skills, let me show you something. With repair skills, yes, they're good for you and your, your allies, but what it really does, and we'll get right into that right now, what it really does is, you see, let me go into here. Go into here, for example. Okay, so see how it says healing 181,779. Watch what happens when I put on a. Watch what happens when I put another. Let's take one of these incomings off for a minute. Let's put another repair skill on. It was 181,779, right? Now it's 198,000. Now you see what I mean? It's also buffing up the heal as well. That's really what it's doing. It's buffing the heal for you and your allies. It makes it stronger. And then the blue is just for you, the incomings. Now, like I said, my other striker build that I use has repair skills all over it. All over it. And then I just drop a bunch of incoming on it. And then, yeah, my guy's like really tough, but he can dish out a lot of damage. Now, this striker doesn't have as many incoming repairs and stuff as I have on my other one. go, you little bugger. That fucking cargo. There it is. So let's get this through here. Oh. Okay, you're dead. Where's your little buddy? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, now we gotta fucking retreat because now we got like another elite convoy that just came in. And we're fighting the control point at the same time. That's kind of annoying.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Hopefully I can get some ammo here real quick. Oh shit. It's okay. Oh, you little bitch. Oh, I see where he is. Oh, let me just get that. Let me just get that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come around this way.
Control point secured. Well done.
And this striker doesn't have the repair skills. They're still pretty decent ones, but he doesn't have the repair skills my other guy does. But he does have decent ones. Now, I wish they'd go old school on this. And what I mean by old school is the Division 1. If they went, like if they kept this striker the way it is now and they gave it like a little tiny heal, and I don't mean like an OP heal, I mean like just a little tiny heal, like it used to have. Now, that one would have to be balanced out though, like they'd have to make it so that if you miss shots, you know, your heal goes away or something, you know. But keep the stacks like it is for the damage, but for the heal, if you're missing your shots, then you lose the heal, right? But it would be kind of cool. Also, I'd like to see them bring back the 5 and 6 piece bonuses on these gear sets. I think that would be really good. Those were always fun. So I have killed a lot of things between fighting a hostage over here, a hostage situation over here, and then I just shot that deer in the ass. And then an elite convoy was here, and then I went back and fought another convoy there, and then I fought the control point. Then I fought some guys up the street. Yeah. Anybody hungry? Oh, I got some venison. Now, I can't remember what it is again. I'm going to go look. But I think it's pretty good. It's pretty high, actually. Especially when I stack the memento with it. You also got to remember that when you stack the memento with it, you get skill efficiency, right? 30% when you're fully stacked. And that gives you repair skills. 30%. It also gives you 30% stats effects, skill damage, etc., 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 anything to do with skills. So you're getting another buff right there, 30% skill repair, or repair skill. So it's helping that out too. The backpack is just great. I mean, it really does work in every situation there is. It gives you armor regen, it gives you weapon damage, and it gives you everything to do with skills. Skill efficiency. You can't go wrong with that. Oh, I forgot to do this. I'm relatively full already. See, look how quick those stacks come. Now, most targets are not going to survive that quick, or that much. Headshot-wise, yeah, it's nasty. Even chest. Even the chest is pretty good. I always go for the head, though, so I'm usually hitting around that. Like and some of my stacks, as you can see, I'm fully stacked, but you see how that's more than halfway across, that the timer is kind of running out on my stacks. So the thing with this backpack is you get the stacks, but if you don't maintain your stacks, your buff kind of wanes over time. So it gets, you know, your damage slowly goes down. Any bonus damage that you earned slowly goes down if you don't get the stacks, right? So and it's all the way across the board. It's not just damage, it's also your skill efficiency is going down, right? And then your skill damage, etc., 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 your armor regen. That's why it's important to maintain your stacks. It's not hard to get them. Well, it can be actually. It depends. If you're in countdown, it can be a pain in the ass because if somebody okay. So in order to get the stacks, you have to get the final hit. Now, if somebody else killed the target and it still gave me the stack, that'd be great. But they made it harder because if somebody else kills the target and you don't get the final shot in, you don't get the stack. So it's kind of hard, and sometimes it's a little bit hard in countdown to get your stacks because if there's multiple people attacking the same thing you're attacking, it's all luck. Like whoever gets the final shot, basically. It could be anybody, right? It depends on how the bullet hits. The last bullet hits. Who is it going to be? I'm usually pretty lucky because I can put out, like you just saw how much damage I can put out. That's rough. That's a rough estimate. That's pretty damn close actually. It's nasty. Um, so I can take those hunters down quick if they as long as they don't pay attention to me. Like if there's multiple people attacking them, I can take them down really fast if they just distract it. Because like I just run in with my friggin', I just run in with my rock and roll and I can have 100 stacks in 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds roughly. That's what I'm saying. Like some people are like, oh, you know, wearing the chest piece isn't really practical. Well, it depends. It depends on who's using it. By the way, like I said, if you run in front of somebody and you start shooting them in the face, you can get your stacks very quickly, and that thing does damage, and it quickly increases your damage on that shotgun. And people don't realize how powerful that shotgun is with a striker, up close personal. I can kill. I do about 8 million damage, or if not more, with my rock and roll when I get in somebody's face. So. And it doesn't matter how much armor they have, I just rip their armor apart. Hence why I'm wearing the contractor's gloves. Damaged armor. And damage to armor works really good on strikers. I don't know if they carried it over from the Division 1, but if you remember this, situation, the old striker, let me show you something. Okay, where is it? So we'll just go with the 2, 3, 4 piece, whatever. We don't have 5 and 6 piece, but we'll get to that. So on the old striker, you had damaged armor. Like he naturally had damaged armor, with your pieces that you wear. They naturally had a certain percentage of damaged armor. And then if you had the improved striker, aka 6 pieces, you got a little bit more. I think it was the 5 piece actually. The 5 piece bonus gave you a little bit more damaged armor as well. Then if you ran guns that had damaged armor on it, you could really stack the damaged armor. I can't remember what I got mine up to, but it was ridiculous. I could literally go into the dark zone and just destroy people, stacking damaged armor with that striker. I would just rip through people so quick. I killed an entire manhunt team by myself in the Division 1 with that build. No, I just destroyed them. Striker is, even now, still really good. Even if I don't have a ton of armor, I have an armored striker that has armor on it, and he can do some really good damage too, considering what I've got him built. But I've got repair skills all over that striker, so he can heal himself really quick. Not only is he like armored, but he can heal really fast, and he can also put out a decent amount of DPS, considering. That's why I use the Kingbreaker, and I always use Technician, because I can use that little piece right here, the Technician's laser pointer. So basically, it's a pulse, right? As long as I'm aiming my gun at somebody, they're getting pulsed, and I'm running the Kingbreaker, so I get an additional 20% to pulsed enemies for damage. So I'm getting amplified damage there, on top of everything else that I'm pouring out. That's why you see me running Technician with the Kingbreaker all the time. Again, the Kingbreaker has damaged armor on it, right? I rolled damaged armor on this. Plus, I'm already rolling some there, right? And there's the repair skills I was talking about right there. See? Most of my builds that I run, yeah. Yeah, I know. If I ran Capitol Building with this build, yeah, I like survivability though. I don't like hiding all the time, you know what I mean? I like repair skills. and I like incoming repairs. Because then it allows me to stand here and fight shit. And if I can focus enemies with this, then I can just kill them really quick. As opposed to me going around, you know what I mean? Like, as opposed to me going like this, so I gotta hide behind here. Just a minute, I'm gonna shoot out of here, and then I'm gonna hide back here, and I'm gonna shoot out of here, I'm gonna hide out of there. That's what I mean, like when I normally run this other striker that I have. This one's good too. I like this one because it has a lot of damage. If I ran this through, if I went through a whole countdown with this thing on, yeah, I don't use shields. And the reason why I don't use shields is because of what happens when it breaks. Right? Because I see shields, like, don't get me wrong, sometimes I use a big shield when I'm trying to do something else. Like if I use glass cannon, sometimes if I'm using glass cannon / hardwired, because I do that sometimes, it's friggin' nasty. The shield keeps me alive because it's got like 13.7 million armor on it, right? But that's about the only time I use a shield. Normally I run like this. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways. Some people use the firewall shield. Some people use the big shield for other things. Some people use the Crusader shield. I just don't like what happens when it breaks. Like it makes you all like it used to throw you back and you'd get disoriented or off balance or whatever you want to call it. But now it disorients you, which is really annoying when you're fighting something, because your guy walks all weird. So I typically run without that because I don't want that issue. But nothing usually lives long enough to see that, so and that's one of the one of the ways, because I've got so much red on me, those repair skills are making up for not having the blue. And then I have, like I said, I have a blue striker as well. I have a yellow striker. Well, I have a yellow striker as well that does a lot of damage if I run the capacitor with it. Holy shit, does it do damage. And apparently other people have done that build, but like I don't watch other people's videos, so I'm a streamer, right? I know maybe I should watch some other videos, but I just don't, right? It's not because I don't like them or anything, it's just, I just don't. I just like streaming my own videos. But anyways, so I made a yellow striker quite a while back. And it was great. It does a lot of damage with the capacitor. So what I did with that striker is I had four yellow pieces, and then each one of the pieces I had on it, I skill haste the crap out of my build so that I could use things. I could use my skills relatively quick. Because I'm using the capacitor, it's giving me 60% skill damage, right? And I still run this backpack, which gives me another 30. So yeah, it does a lot of damage. That one does. Like striker, it doesn't matter which striker you use. You can use a blue, red, mixture. That's what I mean, and that's the kind of way that I like to build my builds. My builds, some of these other guys that do builds probably would never run. But that's the whole point of making these builds, is if you can make something work relatively good, It doesn't have to be a meta build. And that's the thing people don't understand, is everybody's all into the meta builds. That's great. How about we focus on other builds that work too? Not just metas. Because trust me, there is builds out there that will destroy those metas. The more you play around with this stuff, the more you figure things out. And the more you figure it out, the greater the chance you're going to build a build that's going to be much better than that meta build. Because everything in every build, and this is going to sound familiar, but it's the reason why I'm going to use this expression is because it is so true. Everything has a weakness. It doesn't matter if it's a meta build or not, or if it's a person in general. So you have to build stuff. You have to think outside the box. But the first thing that most people do is they run to these meta builds, right? Because everybody's using it, right? They're not looking at anything else. That's all they look at. They don't look at anything else. This is a really OP build. Okay, cool. No, that's what I mean. Everybody has their style of play. I've never really been into, like, I've never really been a shield guy. I always, and that's basically what I'm saying, is I build my builds around not having to use shields. Even though you see a lot of red on my build, it's very effective. It works great because I can keep myself healed quite well. There's the odd time that I might get shot in the back if I'm out in the, if I'm out in the open world and I'm fighting like a million things. But for the most part, I can survive it. You just gotta, I don't know, like I said, the more you play around with things, the more you discover what works and what doesn't work. And sometimes you get surprised when you put these little builds together. You get surprised at how well it works together, even though if you were to sit back and look at this and go, well, does that really work? You doubt the build and then it works. It's like, okay, I think I figured something out. This is what drives me nuts, though. Watch this. I want to show you something because this is ridiculous. Where is it? Let me take this. This is something that annoys the hell out of me because they still haven't done it. So I just took a shock trap, as you can see. You know what I'm going to do. I just switched to gunner. What really annoys me is the fact that this still works. That still works. How's that for a heal? Now imagine throwing that same thing that I just did and there's a shitload of enemies sitting right there. It'll completely heal you. And every time they damage you and they step into it again, they're going to completely heal you again. That's something that really, really annoys me that they haven't fixed yet. And it's not killing them. Because everybody, when I first showed that, everybody thought that I was killing the targets and that's why I was getting the armor back. And I was like, no, it's not killing them. As you see, they're not dying. But it thinks they're dying. So it's awarding me armor on kill because it thinks I'm killing them. That's still there. It still haven't fixed it. You can use that too. Okay? You can use this as your heal. If I wanted to be a prick, I could run this striker and just use that and heal myself that way. Because I can get the targets to run into those things. Right? I can surround them and throw that because it has such a big spread. And yes, right after I showed this, a while back, it was quite a while back now, I went into the dark zone and people were using this in PvP and they were killing people with it. Because they were healing so quickly that, you know what I mean? Like, people were getting so pissed off and I was like, oh boy, what have I created?
Hey, kid.
But again, it's not unbeatable, right? If you ran a jammer pulse, I don't have any resistance to disruption, so I wouldn't be able to use it, right? So, like I said, everything has a weakness. There's the weakness. I'm not running any hazard protection with this, right? I'm just running full on. So if somebody disrupted me, I'd be screwed. I couldn't use it. But the first time you use it, you know what I mean? Like, they're not going to expect it. It's really good for PvE too, because you could literally like use that to heal yourself. Run into a bunch of people and just throw that. Shock the crap out of them, heal yourself like crazy. Yeah. Time is, holy shit, it's 1:51. I didn't expect the time to fly like that. Yeah, so that's one option. It also works on shrapnel traps too. If you throw a shrapnel trap out when you're running this, it will also heal you. I don't know why, but it just does. Like I said, I think the game just thinks that you're killing something, right? But you're not. It's a double whammy, right? If you do kill something, you're gonna get, you're gonna get awarded armor on kill. And if you just use a shock on them like that, and it doesn't kill them, it's still going to award you armor on kill. Because it thinks you're killing it. Which is weird. But I don't think they're ever going to fix it, to be honest. Because it's not really... It's not that much of a threat. I think that's how they see it. It's really not. It's not like a game-breaking thing that's going to happen. It can be easily... You can easily defeat it. But, there's that but. But you have to have something in your noggin in order for that to happen. And if you don't, well, then that person's still going to keep dying every time until they figure it out, right? But if you guys don't mind, to help support the channel, if you would just hit that like button, that would be great. I'm trying to get this thing going pretty good. It's because I've been so busy lately with all this stuff going on. I'm just trying to get this channel moving along a little bit better. I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this, because live streaming is great. But I don't know, like, I think YouTube kind of, I don't know. I think live streaming is like, it's good. But on YouTube, it's not so good, if you know what I mean. You have to have like a very, like if you have a large following, like I mean a large following, then yeah, live streaming's great. But I'm a smaller guy, so live streaming is okay. But I think what I should do is, do the odd live stream here, but do more videos here, like more like pre-recorded videos here. And then maybe I should live stream on Twitch instead, because Twitch is more of a live stream thing, right? It really is. That's how I've summed it up over the years of being on here, just the past couple of years, is This is great, and it's really good to live stream here too, but like I said, you have to have a very large following for it to matter. Whereas you go over to Twitch and you don't have to have... Hey, what's up, buddy? My Twitch account is really similar to what my name is here. I had to do an underscore for it though, so it's this. Whoops.
Agent requesting backup.
It's right here. That's my Twitch. So it's really similar. And now they have handles here, so I don't need to even, you know what I mean, like over here. Okay. So this is my one strike, and then see I switched, right? So now I have to put a piece back on here because I switched see I don't have it anymore. So now there's a sacrifice that I have to make, right? So in order to get that back, I have to go back to Technician and put that back on, and then otherwise I'm just wasting this gun's potential, right? But it's the best way, if you're gonna run, like I do that on my spotter, like if I do perfect spotter, and I run this gun, I definitely have that attachment on, so I go Technician for that. And then I just put I put this on, and I no longer have to worry about running a pulse, because this will do it for me. All I have to do is point that at somebody and it will pulse them. Therefore, if I'm running spotter, perfect spotter, I'm going to get 20% from that, and then my king breaker is going to be another 20%, so that's 40% right there, and then whatever I'm running is going to amplify even more. That's the other way I run my striker, actually, is with this perfect spotter on the chest piece with the king breaker, and I still use the memento backpack because I like it so much. I mean, it's great for every build you want to build. Like, you can build a tank with that thing, and it's still great. You can build a skill build with it, and it's really great. DPS, same thing. It's great. It's a great piece of gear. There's another piece that I like too. I don't know how many people really like it, but I like it. And that's the holster there that has the weapon damage on it. Picaros or whatever it is. I like that one as well. Sometimes I run my striker with that on too as well. People mistakenly thought that was going to be 30% weapon damage in the very beginning. And then they had to clarify that they did not have any intention of ever putting extra weapon damage on that. And I thought about that too. That would be way too OP. Because I like the damage to armor. I like the damage to armor because it's... Either way, it doesn't matter. Like, look. Damage to armor, and I've got repair skills. But I know it's LMG damage, right? I don't use an LMG. I should. But if I run the Fox's knee pads, it's still not... Like, it's a rifle, right? And I'm running an assault rifle, so it's not going to be the same. I'm not going to get any benefit out of it. No, it doesn't. You know why it doesn't? Yeah. So either way, I'm not going to get it. Now, I can run it, because I do have a weapon on. I think I have it on me. I do have a pestilence that I have rolled it. Like, look at, I have an extra 10% on it. Right? Because I'm expertise level 10. Because for the longest time, I've been helping everybody else but myself. I'm just now starting to help myself when it comes to getting my stuff leveled up. And it's also annoying because it's very expensive to get pieces leveled up to begin with. But yeah, I have this one right here. And I do sometimes run my striker with this. Let me see what... It's been a while since I've seen it, but I just want to... If I want to remember this, I want to see... I can't remember, but it does a lot. Yeah. Well, like I said, I've been helping everybody else out, and instead of leveling myself up, I've been doing videos, you know what I mean, streams, and so I haven't really focused on my character as far as expertise goes. I'm just, like I said, now starting to get it up. Okay, so now when I run my Kingbreaker and I run this striker build, usually without the memento backpack stacks, I'm usually running about close to 1 million a hit. Yeah, I'm on PS5. Um, and then when I get the memento backpack stacks, I can't remember what it gets up to. It's ridiculous. I think it's a 1.6. It's and then if I use my pestilence, because it's got extra damage on it, right? Because it's level 10. Let's get this going. Let's go. It's respectable. Right? It's a respectable number. I can't complain. Like, that's a lot. For even what I'm running, like, that's... I can't complain. Even if it's only 700 some odd thousand a second, that's still crazy. That's still a lot of damage per second. Yeah, I know, I'm on PS5. Like I said, I have multiple ways that I run this. I've also tried this, believe it or not, I've tried this with a Doctor Home as well, and it's pretty crazy. It's actually not too bad. I don't have it on me right now, I'll have to go get it. I can just show you real quick what it can do with the striker. It's a little unorthodox, but a lot of people hate this gun. A lot of people hate this gun with a passion. I actually don't mind it. It looks like a damn super soaker, but it's actually pretty decent. But we gotta face the facts that it's truly an M1A. It just seems like a faster version of an of the M. Like it shoots faster. But let's get these stacks up real quick so I can show you real fast. It's pretty good actually. Like per hit, that's crazy. You just go through ammo so quick though. That's the problem. Like for a little squirt gun, that does pretty good damage. And then if I go back to my Kingbreaker, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Oop, I missed that. Let's get a true measurement now. Look at how quick it rips through the armor. That's my point. Right? Damage to targets out of cover is great. It would still do some good damage too. They're both equally gonna do good. But what my focus is, and the reason why I'm not using for damage to targets out of cover, well, I mean, if I'm using the pestilence, I'm getting it anyways, right? I'm getting the best of both worlds, actually. Right? But if I'm using the Kingbreaker, I have damage to armor on it as well. So I have 6 there, and then 8 here. So it's 14% right there. So I'm going to rip through somebody's armor really fast. And that's why I go for that one over the other one. If I put the Fox's Prayer knee pads on, then I would get a boost there as well, right? I would get the damage to targets there to cover. Plus, if I was using the Pestilence, I'd be getting 12% plus the other. I think it's 8, so it's 20%, right? So either way, it's going to work good. It wouldn't matter which way I went. It's going to be good. The difference is the damage to armor is going to rip their armor apart much faster. That's the difference.
I've got the biggest inventory in DC.
So they're both good. I would never say that either one of them are bad. They're both good. It just depends on the way you want to play it. I prefer to shred somebody's armor fast so I can get to the point. Yeah, no, I'm pretty good with a controller actually. I used to be, and believe it or not, I used to be a PC gamer, and I used to play some pretty good shooters. Uh, So I used to do the same thing in the Division 1 when I used my Striker build in the Division 1, because I don't know if a lot of people remember this, but Striker, the attributes on Striker in the first division actually gave you damage to armor. There was some of the, I can't remember how many pieces you had to run for it. I believe, if I remember correctly, I don't have it installed right now, or I'd go look. But I believe there's two times you get damage to armor with Striker if you run the run 6 pieces. It naturally had damage to armor on it. Then you could just put a weapon on. I can't remember exactly how much damage to armor I was running in the Division 1, but I could shred people so fast with that build, with that Striker, just like this Striker. It was crazy. The only difference is between this Striker and the old Striker is, first of all, they fixed the stacks, right? So now you don't lose crazy stacks for missing your shots. If you put this Striker against the old Striker, this Striker would win. Right now, this Striker would win. But if you fix that other Striker and you put it like this one, where you don't lose stacks for missing shots, that Striker would win, because that Striker has a heal. If you remember this correctly, it's not the greatest heal, but it has a natural heal. So when you're building stacks, you're building 2 different stacks at the same time. If you remember that, one's a heal and one's your damage. This Striker doesn't have that. They took that away. But yeah, if you put the old Striker and this Striker together, like against each other right now, then this Striker's going to kill it. Well, it depends on exactly. It depends on what you're going for. Because I have a blue Striker that can put out a lot of DPS for what I'm running. It's great. I have a yellow Striker as well. I've got a red Striker. I'm using that one right now. Mostly red. I've got one blue. The blue is coming from my Memento backpack, though. That's why. But yeah, I have a yellow Striker that can put out a lot of DPS too. And the reason why it puts out a lot of DPS is because I run the capacitor. The capacitor gives you 7.5% weapon damage for every skill tier you're running. Okay, so you're going to want to go for a blue Striker. I mean, you could do a red Striker if you put repair skills and incoming repairs on all your stuff, and you ran it that way. You could probably survive pretty good. But to play it safe, I would go with a lot of armor, because you can still, like I said, this Striker can still put a lot of damage out, considering it's got, like, I've got a fully armored Striker. My template for most of my builds, and I'm not even kidding you, if I run a gear set, for example, whether it's True Patriot, whatever it is, I put repair skills on all of the pieces that I'm going to run. And then, yeah. And then I put incoming on all the mods. Sometimes I use the chill out mask and I'll take this away and I'll put a piece there instead of using those gloves or whatever. I'll just, you know what I mean? I'll put the chill out mask on because you can put 2 pieces. You can put 2 mods on that, right? So if I can stack the crap out of that. And I have a Striker that's crazily, it's got a lot of armor and it can heal like so fast. Because I've got so much stuff on it, like repair skills and stuff. And I always like to put this backpack in there because that makes everything even better too, because you know how this backpack works. I don't know if you do or not, but just read that if you don't. And that's the great part about this backpack is when you're building a build like that and then you throw this into the mix, it makes things so much better. Because you get that's your immediate bonus. The 5% one, it depends on what you're having. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. So it helps your allies heal. When you heal them and it heals yourself, it also helps you as well. But what it really does, and I just explained this, is, where's the healing thing right there? Okay, so you see how that it says healing, for example, for this hive. It says 172,599. So for every time I put a repair skill, sorry.
Agent in need of
Every
backup.
time I put one of these on, repair skills, every time I stack repair skills, it's going to make that heal stronger, stronger, stronger. The more I stack, it's going to get crazily good. It also helps your allies as well. They get a really good buff. Like they get a really good, their healing is going to be better than yours. That's why you put your income on. You put your incoming repairs on to help you out even more. That's why after I'm done doing that, I throw on the mod slots, I put the incoming on there. So, yeah, so you make your heal stronger for you and your allies. It's great. And then you can just literally throw your incoming on and just... I've been in missions where I've just stood there, dropped my shit, and I could just fight standing there because I'm healing so fast. Now, let me warn you about this because it sounds great. But if you are fighting a hunter, I don't care what you're using. Do not stand out and try to fight a hunter. Regardless of how much repair skills you have, they will fucking annihilate you. Yeah, so there is certain enemies you don't want to stand out there and try to fight like that, because they will destroy you. Hunters, yeah. I've seen a hunter with a guy, this guy had 2 million armor, and he was trying to fight this hunter, and he was out in the middle there, trying to fight the hunter. The hunter ran up to him, punched him in the face once, and killed him. Yeah, I know, I'm not saying you can't, it's impossible, but if they get the jump on you, you're screwed. I'm assuming you probably were using a shield. Yeah, that's what I mean. The thing is when I farm for like on countdown, it's hard for the yeah. So see if he like I said, if he would have broke your shield, you might have been in trouble. Like if he would have got close enough to break, because they only have to smack you once and they can break your shield. That's what I mean. This guy had a big shield. He was using what was he using? He was using, oh my god, Foundry. He was using a Foundry set. And so he thought he was God, and he ran out in the middle to fight the hunter. Yeah. He went to fight the hunter with the big shield, and he was running the Regulus. And the hunter ran up and smacked his shield once, broke it, and then smacked him and killed him. All in one motion. It was like bang, break, bang, dead. I was like, and that guy had a lot of armor. And I was like, wow. You basically, you just don't, you can face tank them, but you just got to be careful that they don't punch at your shield. Because if they go to hit you and they connect, they will break your shield instantly, no matter how much armor it has on it. So you want to face tank them, but don't let them punch at you. Don't let them try to hit you. Because sometimes when they go to hit you, I don't know if this is a glitch or something, but I've actually had hunters where they've punched through my shield and they've actually hit me and dropped me. And sometimes when I put too much damage out, I kind of attract their attention quite easily. because that's what they do. Whoever is putting the most damage out on them, whoever is pumping the most damage out at a hunter, they will focus on that player. It doesn't matter if there's I know this is a little outrageous, but let's say there's 20 people fighting this hunter. Whoever is putting the most damage out of there, he's gonna look through the friggin' thing and he's gonna find out who it is, and that's who he's gonna target. Because I had that happen to me too when I was doing 1.6 million per hit. When I was using my my Kingbreaker, I was hitting for 1.6 million per hit, per bullet, and he was getting pissed and he started shooting at me immediately. He ignored everything. Like somebody threw a decoy out, he ignored the decoy and went right after me. But I still killed him. He didn't last long. He died very fast. But that could have been that if I was by myself, that could have gotten ugly. They get really aggressive. The more damage you do them, I find that they rush you. They will rush you if you piss them off, basically. If you're doing a lot of damage to them, they'll rush you to try to kill you. And I thought that they just sort of rushed and then backed off. I had a hunter that chased me. I'm not even kidding you. This hunter chased me around the reactor in Countdown, and I thought I was safe, right? So I started healing myself, and he was right there, bang, dead. He still chased me. So yeah, you can piss the hunters off. I didn't think it was possible, but it is. Now, my reaction was not very nice, but I wasn't streaming at the time. I was by myself. I wasn't even on stream. I was not very nice words, put it that way. Because I thought I'd lost the hunter, because he was, I didn't see him. He wasn't, there was no red around me, right? So I was like, oh, he's gone. Cool. And then boom, he's back. He's like way out of his area too. Like he was in an area on the other side of the thing. And next thing I know, he's like right behind me. Like, I must have really pissed him off. I think it's because I punched him in the face, to be honest. I ran up and punched him and ran. He chased me. I don't know. Maybe it's just they don't like that. I don't know. Maybe it's personal. I don't know. But yeah, you can piss the hunters off. So be careful. They're not gods. They're not gods. Just don't. If you're running a build like mine, for example, where you're mostly red, you got to be a little smarter about it. That's why I keep my distance a little bit. Because I know that they can turn around and smack you once and you're dead. Or you'll go down, then they'll kill you. Let me say that straight. I've had that happen to me a couple of times. I've also watched people run into the map. As soon as you spawn, depending on which side it is, I've seen them run right for the hunter, and they run right up to the hunter and they try to face tank him. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm just gonna sit back and watch this because I think it's gonna last about 2 seconds, and it does, roughly. And then guess what happens when they die? Instead of respawning, because it's usually right at the beginning, they quit. And then as soon as he quits, yeah, no. Sometimes you gotta just think about even with a fully armored build, you gotta be smart about it because some of these enemies can hit really hard. You think, oh, I got 2 million armor, I got 2 million plus armor, I'm good, and then you're dead, and you're sitting there going, okay. Oh, where did I put my? You know what? Just give me 1 second. Where? This is. Where did it disappear to? This is not good. I just had it. Like, how did I lose that? I'm looking for my phone because I was looking for something. But apparently, it disappeared. It was just beside me a minute ago. Okay, well, the couch must have ate it. I don't know. I didn't leave it upstairs. Just disappeared. Cool. Alright, that's a first. Cool. Um, my phone is magical. It just disappeared. I just want to make sure I'm not getting spammed with messages. And it's not from like anybody on the game or anything. Seriously. How do I lose it? How do I lose it? Give me 1 second here. I'm either this place is haunted or I'm going crazy because like it was right there. Like I saw it right there. And now it's gone. And now it's completely disappeared. What, did it go into stealth mode? Give me a second. Alright, interesting. Very interesting. Sometimes I wonder about this place. So, I haven't been upstairs in a long time. No, it was upstairs, and it wasn't upstairs, because I haven't been upstairs, so, unless I subconsciously picked it up and put it upstairs, at some point, when, I don't know. Okay, cool. Anyways, that's definitely a good trick. I'll tell you about that work. At work, we have this, it's an old building. And I was getting ready to close, because I work in a restaurant. I'm a chef. And I'm sitting there, I'm making sure all the machines are off and stuff, like the dishwashers are off, and we have this one door behind me, and all of a sudden it just pops open. Like, completely pops open all the way. I hear this, and it opens up, and I'm like, okay. So I shut it. It opens right back up. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just maybe it's just a hinge or some shit. Shut it again. Not even 2 seconds later, pops right back open. I'm like, fine. Just you know what? If there's a ghost, you obviously want the door open. That's cool. Maybe you're a smoker. I don't know. It did it 3 times. So I just said, you know what? Fine, leave the door open. It didn't shut. Now, if that door would have shut, I would have left. Like, pretty much right that I would have went out another door, but I'd have been gone. But it didn't shut. It just opened. I think it's just old. That's what I chalk it up to. I mean, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking it could be something else, but I don't want to go there because then people are like, oh no, there's no such thing. Let me tell you, I'm not sure that's a true story. You know what I mean? That it's not true. Because I've seen some really messed up things in my life that I can't explain. It would take me too many pieces of paper to explain what I've seen as a kid. Yeah. I can tell you one thing real quick. One time I was watching TV at this one place I lived at, and I was a teenager. And there was an ashtray that was on top of the entertainment unit, and it was in a spot that there's no way in hell it would fall. And it didn't fall. It flew off the goddamn fucking entertainment system. And I don't know how it did. I can't explain that part. But I know what I saw. Now, the next part's going to be kind of screwed up. But one night I woke, because this is the same place I lived in. Not the one I'm in now, but this was a long time ago. This is in a place. We didn't stay very long. After I explain the next part, I'll tell you why we didn't stay very long. So one night I woke up in the middle of the night. I don't know why I woke up, because I never wake up in the middle of the night, but something woke me up, or something, for some reason I woke up. And I went out to go to the bathroom, and on my way back to the bathroom, we had a cross on our, on the wall, and it was upside down. So that was the last straw for me. I moved out. So I can't explain these things, but I've seen things that are fucked up, really messed up. So something's got to be going on. There's got to be something, you know what I mean? Like there's got to be life after death or something. There's got to be something, because I've seen some really messed up things I can't explain. And I wasn't the only one that saw this. So I know we're not both crazy. Because I woke up my mom and one other person that was with us, and they saw the same thing I was seeing, but you know what I mean? How do you explain that? You just kind of brush it off, like, yeah, okay. I'll just pretend that didn't happen. Anyways, we're moving. Yeah. I was out before they were. I moved out before they did. So I talked to the guy in the back, and he said that there had been a long time ago, that building that like the house that we lived in, there had been some violent things that happened in the house that resulted in a couple of deaths. And I was like, okay, that would explain. There's more stuff I could tell you about this place that would freak you out. That was what I just told you was just one of the things. Two of the things, sorry. There's many more. And the cross upside down was the last straw. Yeah. Yeah, it needed me to get out of it is what it needed to, and that's what happened. I didn't have to ask me twice about that. After seeing that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to go over and stay at a friend's tonight. And then I never came back. I came to get my stuff, that was it. Alright, so how many I don't even want to open this up because I'm afraid that there's going to be so many things going on to watch this. You ready to see a lot of caches that haven't been opened? Oh, I don't even want to know. Oh. Oh, I got some things here. I'll just open this real quick, but did you see the other caches I had? I'm not going to sit here and open those, though. 99 plus Apiro caches. I have 99 plus keys. I haven't even opened these. Oh my god. You know how I don't even want to know how long that would take me to open all those. Probably take me a couple hours. Maybe longer. I don't know. This thing right here, where is it? Oh my god, I got it there. This thing right here I like.
Agent requesting backup.
There's two. This is the one I usually run though. Where is it? Turn around. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Where is it? That's not showing it. Where'd it go? Of course it is. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. It's hiding in there. Right there. See it? There it is. I like that. You get them from the DZ there. Well, I could take the trap off. I'll take the trap off, it'll be easier. Now you can see it. You'll see it in a second. Oh no, the hive's still kind of covering it. Well, you can see it better though. That's the one I usually run around with. I like those. I come in here because it's making too much noise. Plus, I just heard somebody's up. I know somebody's awake in the house. I can hear them. I already know what's going to happen. I'm going to get a message in about, I would say, probably 45 seconds from now. And it's going to say, why are you still awake? Guaranteed. I will bet $1 million on that one. Because I already know what's going to happen. Because I know who's up. Because I can tell by the foot, the steps. Like when my daughter gets out of bed, I know who's out of bed. When my son gets out of bed, I know who's out of bed. If my wife wakes up, I know who's out of bed because I can tell the different steps. I know. Because my daughter runs. My son doesn't run, but he kind of walks fast. And then my wife she seems to stomp when she walks. Not sure why, if that's just a woman thing or what, but she does. I don't know. I think she does that so that like that's like yeah. So that's what happens, I think, when you're still up after a certain time. Because I'm in the basement, right? So I have the basement, I have the main floor, and then I have a top floor in my house. I guess they would consider that a two-story, I guess. Anyways, so our bedroom is on the very top floor. So is my daughter's and my son's. But when she gets out of bed, she stomps. If it's late, she stomps. I swear to God, she's stomping. I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems that way. Like she wants me to know she's up. It's kind of funny, actually. And they do that. That's the kind of some of the stuff that they do. They don't come out and tell you that's why they're doing it. You figure it out on your own. You figure out all these little things yourself. They think we're stupid, right? We're not stupid. We just play stupid. Best way to do it is to play stupid. Doesn't mean you are. I mean, you just make them think that you are, right? But in reality, they do. They really do. It would make things so much easier. The problem with my streams, though, is I don't have all these fancy intros or backgrounds. I mean, I do have Streamlabs, but I can't find my cord for my capture card. And one of my HDMI ports broke on my TV, so I can't use it. I can't stream with that because I need a second port. So I use my PS5 as my streaming tool because it has a built-in kind of capture card. So I can just, and it has YouTube software already built in, so I can just, you know what I mean, I can stream through that. I have a camera, but I don't have it turned on right now. I do have a camera, I don't really use it much. They had the same thing on PS4. They have Twitch. Well, they have Twitch and YouTube, and they're built in. You just have to set it up. You have to link it. That's all you have to do, and then you can start the software and do that. You know what I mean? It's great. It really is convenient. It saves me the time of having to get a capture card, setting up a PC to do that. But I don't have these fancy, flashy intros because first of all, I don't know how to do that. Hats off to the guys that do, but I don't have that, so I don't have any flashy intros or crazy backgrounds. If I knew how to do it, I mean, sure, I would, I guess, but I never did look that up. You know what? We had a really busy night at work today. What the hell?
My back. It's killing me.
Oh, wow. Oh my god.
Looking good, Agent.
Oh my god, damn.
Please remember to switch off the power
Um,
for all electronic devices that are not in use. Thank you for your cooperation.
wait. Okay, okay, so he wasn't. Okay, never mind. Anyways, yeah,
Work and
yeah, I have them.
progress.
I kind of wish they would have left I kind of wish they would have left that holster alone. I don't know if you remember originally. Okay, I don't know if I have it on me right now. It might be put away. It probably is. Yeah, let me go get it. Oops. Where is it? Okay, so this holster has 15% weapon damage, but if I don't know if you remember this, but when it first came out, first of all, when it first came out, it didn't have any brand bonuses or something. Something was messed up. Oh yeah, and it had 20% weapon damage on it instead of 15. I kind of wish they would have left the 20% weapon damage on it, to be honest. I'll get rid of that one because I don't need it. And I play with that one after. I've got quite a few of them actually. And then chill out masks. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, so do I. Where's my chill outs? So I got chill out masks. Look at the chill out masks I have. Does anybody need a chill out mask? Because I got like a lot. Do you want me to show you something too? Hopefully it works, because it should. So if you need a chill out mask, come down to as long as the event's still on, come down to DZ South main entrance, go there. I'll show you something real quick. Alright, so this is DZ South entrance. If you go this way towards the parking lot, this guy's gonna come out. This is a little loot goblin.
You're on my ass. Help me, won't you?
Okay, so it took longer than I wanted it to. There's no Carol this time. Okay. The hell? So I got a no Carol from this. I don't worry about this garbage. These are the pieces you're looking for anyways. If there's no Carol, I don't need it. I've already got a God rolled one. Well, that's what they call him. He's a loot goblin. He's the loot goblin. If you ever played Diablo 3, you'll understand what I mean. Because that's where they got it from.
Heavily armed hostiles guarding location nearby.
Well, that's exactly what they are. Because that's exactly where they got it from. Except they, you know, it's not a goblin. It's just a
Dark zone drop.
8.
Dark zone.
Okay, so it's scanning, right? Remember I went into the checkpoint, now it's scanning. If I come back out, it should do this if I do this.
Now detecting contaminated gear.
I have Diablo 3 as well. So if I come back out and I go to that parking lot again, he should be there again. But he might not be in the parking lot. There's another spot I'm going to show you. It's just over here. If he is indeed out, he should be over by those buses. I can hear him. There he is right there.
My arm.
Okay, there's this layer. It's different all the time. I've got... Okay, so once you do that, you can't go back in there and do it again. So what you have to do... Whoops. Is you have to go here, and you gotta log out. And then if you log back in, you can do that again. Once or twice. Log back out, you can come in, do the same thing. I've gotten... Oh, one night I was here for like 20 minutes. And in 20 minutes I got 11 chill-out masks. Back to back. Then I'm on PS5, so it's relatively quick for me to load back in. Versus the PS4. When it wants to, that is. Sometimes I get this issue where it doesn't move. And it's not the PS5, it's the game. That's a good way to get this current event. This is a good spot.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Now the problem is it spawned me here and I don't want that. So I'm going to have to do this. It should have spawned me at... Oh, that's why it didn't spawn me there. It should have at least spawned me here though. So I might have to do it again. Yeah, DZ South entrance. Nothing's here because it screwed it up. Because and I'll tell you why. So there's this right here. So if you have this issue, go take this over. Go kill that Metro Ruin thing, because that's where it takes you, right? When you come back in, it'll spawn you here.
Incoming backup request.
So when you get over to the DZ South, you go into this parking lot. And if he's not, if you see the red thing come up, but you don't see him here, then go over to the buses, because he'll be there. He's either here, at this one, and there's a sewer entrance right there, and then there's these buses over there that he goes to. But I was farming this the other day, and I just kept doing this to see if it would continuously keep doing it, and it does. So I noticed a pattern. I don't know if it's gonna sign me in here or whatever scan me.
Complete.
Nope. So I'm gonna go, this is what I'm gonna do. So before I log out, I'm gonna go here, because I don't have this spot, I guess it got taken over by them, because that's where it puts you. I'm going to go back here, and then log out. And then I'm going to teleport back over when I come back in. Or fast travel, whatever you want to call it. Teleport, same shit. Sorry, I played Diablo 3 as well. Right. Go back to the DZ entrance, run back to the DZ entrance and go into the checkpoint. And if it scans you, walk back out, go back into the parking lot again, and he should be there again. In one of those spots, either at the parking lot or the bus. Then once you do that, if you have that if you have that control point that I don't have, like if you've taken it over, then when you log out, it should put you there. And then you can just teleport over and rinse and repeat the same shit.
Safe area detected.
Alright, so I came back in. Yeah, so just take yourself to a safe spot, and then just when you come back in, fast travel back over here. Okay, so he's not here, he's at the buses. And I know this because you can see the red on my circle. That's how I know he's going to be at the buses. If he's here, I will see the red. See, there he is right there. There's another O'Carroll. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here, go in the checkpoint. If it scans me, then we're good to go for a second time. If it doesn't, then I have to fast travel back over and log back out and do it again. I'm telling you, I've got a total of 20 chill out masks that are different.
Scan in progress.
Yeah, it's scanning me, so I can go back out again after it's done doing this.
Access granted.
It didn't work. What the fuck? Don't tell me they fucking already patched this. Yeah, sometimes you get a heavy spawn, sorry. And usually he's there though. I got nothing, so guess what? We both got something different. It should. It usually does, but you do, like I forgot to say that. Sometimes you get either a heavy spawn or nothing. It's not a big deal. I'll just log back out again and come back in, do it again. I'm on PS5, so if you're on PC or PS5, you probably load in pretty quick, so it's not like a big deal to log out for me. It takes like no time at all. If I was to compare this to the PS4, I get out, yeah, I get out really quick, and I come back in really quick. Because on the PS4, when it gets to 9%, it sits there for a minute. And it looks like it's going to do it for here, but it doesn't. It starts going.
Safe area
Well,
entered.
that's exactly what it is for me too. I'm waiting on the server as well. Did I break it? Did I break it? No, it's not doing it for me. Did I break it? Holy shit. Let me go in here and see if I can reset it.
Check out the best selection in DC.
Access complete.
Did I break it? They're probably like, oh yeah, you're trying to look for that pattern, are you? Yeah, we fixed that. Yeah. Like I said, I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and then it started giving me. Yeah, now it's not working for me though, which is hilarious. Did they patch the fucking console version or something? Because people were doing that. You never know. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I didn't pay attention to the last one. But they see that's the other thing that people don't realize in this game too is just because it's not in the patch notes doesn't mean they silently didn't fix something. Because trust me, there was a couple times where they silently nerfed things and they didn't say anything in the patch notes about it. They are notorious for that. Mind you, I don't think that's the case. I think it's just the fact that I'm trying to prove a point here and it's like, fuck you. I'm gonna change it up so that it's not true. Unless I'm logging in too fast. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm getting in too quick or something. Maybe I have to give it like 20 seconds or something before I log back in. I don't know. But like when I got these 20 chill out masks total,
Safe area detected.
I literally did what I'm doing right now. And it was always there. Yeah. Regardless, it's a good place to go because you'll find he'll be there, right? He usually is. Well, squish. Oh, here he is. Squishy's here this time. Oh, it's a no, Carol. Damn it. Like I said, though, you just keep trying. Sometimes you have to be aggressive, and it's annoying, but they will drop because I got 20 of them. I just showed you all the ones I have. Plus, I have more in my stash. What's scanning? I can go back and do it again. I got that. I got that in 20 minutes. Because the way I was looking at it was they're going to shut the event off soon. And when they shut the event off,
Access granted.
the chill out mask is gone for another year. So if you didn't get one, I got 20, but I had one before anyways. So sorry, I had two or three from before. Yeah, see, it's not letting me do it. It's almost like they might have like tweaked it or something, so it doesn't work every time. It's kind of the same thing like when you're on PC, right? When you're on PC, sometimes they nerf things on PC that they don't nerf on consoles. But they don't tell you that. They just do it. Not that it matters. It's still a good spot, regardless. Just showing you something there that was, you know, it's a good spot if you want to go there. At least you know he's going to be there, you know? No. You can get it from other places. From what I heard though, because I went to the summit, right? When they first opened this event up, I went to the summit because that's where I got mine last time. Turns out he doesn't come to the summit, from what I was told. Because I did it a lot. Like I was living in the summit when the thing came out. I was like doing floor after floor after floor, and he never came out. Yeah, well, no, they've done that, right? Last time the chill out mask was out, though, you could get it at Summit. He would come out, and he usually does, unless they moved him completely. He comes out of this. Isn't that dirty? Isn't that dirty? He comes out of the sewer. Damn, he must stink. That's how I know he's coming. I can smell shit. I'm like, you smell that? Yeah, so I have Diablo 3 as well. So that's why when they first introduced this character that when they first introduced that character, I was like, that's the loot goblin. That's the loot goblin from Diablo 3. Why the hell they what? Were they playing Diablo 3 and got this idea? Cuz I'm telling you, if you just turned him into an ugly looking thing, he'd be the loot goblin from Diablo 3. Cuz he drops shit too. Well, he drops more than this guy though. This guy only drops like what, five things? The loot goblin in Diablo drops way more than 5 things. Plus he drops gold every time you shoot him or hit him. Now, I don't know if you're having this. I'm going to go inside here for a quick second. I don't know if you're having this issue, but when I was playing Diablo 3, I don't know if it's a PS5 issue, but whenever I use my Crusader, um, whenever I use my Crusader and I start using a lot of things going on at the screen, like when I start using his abilities, I notice that he starts to go into slow motion when he's trying to hit things, and it's really fucking annoying. It's almost like it's a bug. It takes him forever to kill something because he's going so slow. It's like a glitch or a bug. And I don't ever remember that happening on PS4. I get really annoyed too when he does it. I'm like, come on, kill these things. They're taking forever to swing your thing. It's almost like he's stuck in like super slow-mo. It's definitely a bug, and I don't know why they're not fixing it, but maybe nobody uses a Crusader. I don't know, just me. I can't remember what Paragon level my Crusader is. He's not very high. He's not a very high Paragon level. But at least he's maxed out on his levels. He's level 72 plus Paragon, right? I should stream that. I should stream that tomorrow night or something and show you what I mean by that little bug. It's really annoying because you can't use your abilities for a second. Nice. See, I know, I understand, like, I see that Diablo 2 is out, but, like, I don't know, I was never, like, I liked it, but I don't know, I like Diablo 3 better. I don't know why. Maybe it's the way it plays, I don't know, it's just, there's more abilities, or I don't know. No, I tried to play, like, back in the day, I could play Diablo 2 every day, like, a lot. But now, I know they brought it back, and it's just like, ugh. Now that Diablo 3 is coming, like, it's out, like, I'd rather play that. Diablo 4 is coming, I think in June. June or July. There's so many good games coming out this year. Yeah, June. I'm kind of mixed here, because I want to get it, but there's another game I want too, and this is kind of silly, because I've been kind of waiting for this game. It's not, it's nothing special. But Dead Island 2 is coming out in April. Nice. Dead Island 2 is coming out in April, and I really want that game. It looks pretty cool. It's pretty gory, but it looks cool. I like it. It's a long time in the making. Yeah. That's okay, I'll enjoy it. I didn't mind time-consuming ones. Nice. Yeah, Dead Island 2 is coming out in April. Finally, it's coming out. It's been, trust me, it's been like a long time coming. They've been trying to get this game out for years, and they couldn't get it out. Like I said, this year has a lot of good games coming out. So, I can't get them all, unfortunately, but I'm gonna have to pick which one I want. Which one do I want the most? And then I can just get the other ones at at another time. Yeah. Why did that just come up? But I'm gonna get to bed before I get in trouble, because I know how that's gonna be. They're gonna tell me this issue. Nice. Yeah, there's another Final Fantasy coming too. There's something else too. Oops. Nice. What's this? Oh no. So let me just tell you this quick story. Um, this is an interesting. This is kind of scary, actually. So there's some new method that they've been playing around with. Um, they've been trying to work on these cancer drugs and stuff to try to get, like some sort of cure or something that'll at least make it better. But this is different. This is something new that they're trying. They're actually going to try to kill cancer with cancer. Now, I don't know about you, but I did watch I Am Legend. And it wasn't cancer that they used to kill cancer, it was actually the rabies virus that they modified. But similar, like it's the same type of idea. So, I mean, what if they do really good with this? Would I trust it?
Promoted to group leader.
Would I trust it? I don't
Another
know.
agent is now in your group.
Wow. This is really good though. But it's kind of scary in another aspect, because what if it backfires? That's what I mean. It sounds like a really good idea. Sounds like it would work. But then there's the backside of things. What if it backfires? What's it gonna do? That's a really interesting idea. They're really coming along really crazily fast with these treatments. Like, I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it because I don't really like talking about it too much. I'm not against anything. I'm neutral. But ever since they came out with these mRNA vaccines, they have taken that technology to a whole new level of treatments for other things. They might have a cure for malaria. That's crazy. That's like really hard to even get control of. And to hear that they've made that, and Alzheimer's as well, you know, like this, people don't realize that this technology is crazy. Like it's, especially this, because it's branching out into so many things that they can do with it. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that vaccine technology has just went from COVID-19 to everything else, and it's working. Like it's helping them get therapies that work. It's crazy. That's why I said I'm neutral. I'm not against it. I'm for it. I'm just a little cautious. That's all. When it comes to new things, like I got vaccinated 3 times, so I'm not cautious about that. I knew it had to be done for me and other people as well. I'm just saying when it's brand new and they haven't really tested it much. Well, yeah, no, I know. And when it comes to gaming, when they say that, you know, the PS5 is next gen, I mean, I don't know. I don't see, okay, so when it comes to graphics, this is what I've been, to my understanding. So, to my understanding, as humans, we see a maximum of 1080p. We can see that there's a difference when it's 4K and 8K, but how do you explain this? We can't really see it truly for what it's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's hard to explain because we can only see, like, we have a limit to what we can see, basically. We can see that it looks better, but yeah, we don't see the full potential of it. Like, we could if we somehow were able to modify our eyes to be better, but unfortunately, we are maxed out at 1080p for our scene. This was from some stuff I was reading up on. Yeah, like I hate to say this, but on refresh rates, even when I used to run like 75 hertz on my computer, I could still see the flicker. They say you cannot, but I could see the flicker at 75, and you're not supposed to be able to, and I could. I mean, obviously when it's at 60 and below, you can see that. It's obvious, right? You can see it if you just look. Um, and I think it's because it doesn't matter, because we can only see at a certain rate. Like, yes, it's probably better for our eyes in general, because it's not going to do anything to us, because it's at a higher rate. But we see below what it is. We only see, I think, at 60. So it doesn't really matter. Same thing with, like I said, it's same thing with 4K, 8K, all that shit. We're not truly seeing this for what it is. We cannot actually truly see it properly. If we could, it would be amazing. If we could, it would probably be really amazing compared to what we see. Like I said, we can see that there is a difference, obviously. It looks cooler. I need to go to bed before I get in trouble. Because I know what's going to happen is I'm going to go to bed. She's going to be, like, apparently sleeping. I'm going to try to get into bed quietly, and then just as I cover up, she's going to be like, really? You're just coming to bed now? And then I'll be like, yeah, I am. And then she's gonna wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, which is 3:10 right now. It's almost like that's your punishment for staying up all night. I'm gonna wake you up early. And then I gotta work 9 hours.
What do you want, Agent?
Agent in need of backup.
Just like, I don't know if you've noticed this yourself, but when she goes to bed, she drinks quite a bit of water before she goes to bed. And I never really thought about this at first. Well, yeah, it's actually, you're right. It's actually supposed to be my turn to sleep in because I let her sleep in yesterday. But that's not how this is going to work. She's going to wake me up by 6:30 at the most to deal with the kids. Which makes me really angry considering I let her sleep until, well, quite a bit actually, yesterday. But that's how it is, right? That's how they punish you. Three and 5. Sorry, he's not quite 3. He'll be 3 in 3 days. So, yeah, I'll just call him 3. Yeah, my daughter's 5. He's gonna be 3 in 3 days. Isn't that weird? He's gonna be 3 in 3 days. That's really cool. And I'm gonna tell you this, and I know you're gonna tell me this too, but I'm gonna tell you this because you already know this. Time flies. I can't believe that she's already 5. I can't believe that he's gonna be 3. It's blowing my mind on how quick this is going.
Low prices, big selection.
I never really paid attention, right? Like, like what I mean is before I had kids, I never really paid attention to these people telling me that, when you have kids, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they say when you have kids, time flies, so make sure you don't miss anything. Right? Because you can't get it, you can't get it back if you miss it. And I've done a good job so far. I haven't really missed anything. Well, see, I was really concerned about my daughter getting to be 13 because of boys, because I know what it's like. I'm a guy, so I know what it's like at that age. But then looking at my daughter and the way she has my attitude, and I saw that. I saw that the other day. And I said, you know what? I'm not worried about her. I'm not worried about boys. They better be worried. I said, I'm going to be worried about them, not her. Yeah, so. Now my son, how do I say this? He likes to whine a lot. I don't know if that's just a boy thing or not, but I wasn't like that, I don't think. I don't remember being like that myself, but I think he's a mama's boy. So, like, whenever he sees her coming, if I give him trouble, for example, when I give him trouble, he'll take it like no problem. But as soon as she comes in the room and he sees her, he hears her coming, he'll just be like so dramatic and he'll start crying like I'm beating his ass or something. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, seriously? Like, what the fuck? That was my first mistake, actually, was saying that word once. He was so quiet one day and I didn't realize he was there. And I think I stubbed my toe on, I think I hit we have an island in the kitchen there, and I hit my toe on the corner of it. And, of course, it hurt, so I said, fuck. And I forgot he was there. And, I looked over at him and I was like, oh shit. He's like, fuck, fuck, fuck. I was like, oh no, 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 don't say that.
Hey, over here.
And he thought it was funny at that point, and he just kept saying it and saying it and saying it. Then my wife got home and he wasn't saying it, and I was like, oh, we're good. At the table, at dinner time, he's like, fuck. I'm like, no. And she looks over at me with this glare, and I'm like, yeah, I said it by accident. I forgot he was there, because he was so quiet. He was playing with his truck. But he heard me say the F word. No matter what, that's the thing. It doesn't matter how noisy kids are. If you say the F word, even if it's not even that loud, they just seem to hear this stuff. Just like boom, and they're like, what? What's this? Here, I'll give you a test. If you're married, wait till your wife's in a conversation with somebody and say, God, she's old. Say it not overly loud, but like medium. And I guarantee you, no matter how many people she's talking to, it will pull her out of the conversation when she hears that. It's like it's like they hear this shit. They could have 20 conversations going on, and if you say like, hey, she's an old bag, it's like, boom, what did you say? I did that to my wife one time. She was having a conversation with two people. I think her dad and her sister or something, and they were pretty loud. And I said it just like this. I was like, oh, she's so old. And I turned around and she's like, who are you calling old? And I was like, what? That really works? Now I know how to get your attention. When when they're having a conversation with their friend and they pretend they can't hear you because you're just like trying to ask them something. I guarantee you though, if you said something you weren't supposed to say, she'd hear it. Just pick up your phone and pretend you're talking to a girl. Don't even dial a number. Just put your phone to your head and say, yeah, you still gonna meet me for a coffee? I guarantee you're gonna fucking pull her attention away from whatever she's doing. I did it once. She was fucking pissed. Oh my god, I got her going so good. She was ready to freaking kill me. Sometimes I stir the hornet's nest up when I shouldn't, but...
Sorry about that.
Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. I can hear her stirring. I know she's awake. That's the other thing, too. Just because they're in bed doesn't mean they're sleeping. What the hell? How did he just die? What the? How did he just die? How the fuck did he just die? He just fell out of the sky. Did anybody else just see that? Did I miss something? I just watched somebody die in the safe zone. Let me rewind that for a minute. I'm gonna just my stream's right here. I can just rewind it here. Did he just fall on his face and die?
This beats worth the retail.
Okay. I'm just gonna watch this section here real quick because I don't know what I just saw. Oh, okay. Because like I was like standing there and all of a sudden this body was in front of me and it says revive. And I'm like, wait, what? We're in the safe zone. How do you die? You can't throw grenades at yourself. Not unless you're at the, and even still, it won't kill you. Trust me, I tried it with a sticky bomb to see and I couldn't do it. Wouldn't let me kill myself. Okay, I missed it again. Here it is. Yeah, he loaded in. He loaded in dead. So, I think I know what happened. So he must have died in the dark zone, and then he shut off his thing. And then when he loaded back in, he wasn't in the dark zone anymore, so he died. Something happened. I haven't seen that before though. This is really odd. Usually you don't die in a city, like you usually don't spawn into like the White House and die. At least not that I know of. I've never seen it. I could see if, you know, spawning into the Dark Zone checkpoint dead or something, like, you know. Hey, wait a minute. There's covers here. Does that mean the Loot Goblin can come here too? No.
Well, I wouldn't either.
There's like a bunch of them.
I could definitely use some boost.
Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna go to bed. But I will be on tomorrow night anyways, or I should say today or tonight. You know, like it's Sunday now. It's 3:20 in the morning. And then I will be on tomorrow night. Maybe on Diablo 3. Hopefully. But before I go, I like to always say this just so that people, you know, watching the replay or whatever. And I say, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the bell. The bell is probably the most important thing because if you turn all the notifications on, then you don't have to worry about, you know, if I put a video out, you'll see it again. Because that's what happens is a lot of people don't click the bell and they never see the content again because it doesn't show them, right? So that's the best way to do it because then you will get it all. And I usually live stream anyways. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I gotta go to bed before I get in trouble. Yes, when you get married you'll understand what I mean. Alright guys, take care and